McGeady and I'm joined by Leon, Blanche and Airtricity TV to preview this week's fixtures. The first game we're going to talk about is between Bohs and Galway United. Bohs will definitely have had their confidence dented after being beaten by Rovers last week. Galway United, surely they won't have been dented enough their confidence that Galway's going to beat them.
Yeah, no, I think Bohemians, obviously it was a top of the table clash that we previewed last week.
Yeah.
Luckily we tipped up Rovers and they duly obliged. I thought Bohemians would have got back into the game when Rovers were down to 10 men, but they just didn't show any type of fight, and there's a few problems with Bohemians at the moment. They're 5 points behind with a game in hand, so they will need to beat Galway. You know, they're 4 to 11 to do so. I wouldn't be backing them at 4 to 11, but I think they will have enough.
Okay, then Bray Wanderers will welcome St Pat's Athletic. Bray Wanderers, it's no surprise to see them back to losing way, as harsh as that may sound. St Pat's, though, are in their element at the top of the table. Surely this is St Pat's win written all over it.
Yeah, Bray, unfortunately, beaten by Sligo. Their manager has since left, Eddie Gormley. He was a legend of St Pat's, so it's a pity he's not there to manage them against his former club. 15-2 Bray at home tells its own story. 5-2 to draw. 5-2 on St Pat's. Again, it's a short price, but they were very solid with a home win against Drogheda, consolidated their position at the top of the table and goal difference to Rovers. And I think St Pat's are the real deal. So yeah, I fancy St Pat's to get all 3 points.
Okay, then Drogheda will take on Shamrock Rovers, and this will be a big ask for Drogheda to win this game. They are struggling down the bottom of the table. They're second last, whereas Rovers, well, their confidence will be soaring high. What's your opinion on this one?
Yeah, you're right. Like, Rovers' confidence is soaring high, and rightly so. To beat the champions with 10 men, winning 1-0, finishing up 3-0, you've got to be full of confidence. Their performance in Europe was brilliant against Juventus. It took a wonder goal from Del Piero to beat them in Italy. Drogheda have lost 7 matches, Nicola, already at home this season, so you'd be very worried if you're a Drogheda fan that you're going to get sucked into the first division next year. I'm going to go with Rovers. I hate tipping up a lot of odds-on shots, but the first 3 should all win, and I think the top of the table won't have any change because they will all win. If you were looking at a treble, maybe put them all together and that might be the way to go. But yeah, Rovers to pile more misery on Drogheda at home.
Next game is between Sporting Fingal and Dundalk. Now, Dundalk will be looking to salvage every point they can to avoid sinking further down the table. It's going to be a tough one, but Sporting Fingal are the clear favourites. They're only slightly ahead of them.
Yeah. Sporting Fingal had a bit of a rocky patch, but they got back to winning ways after no win in 3 the last week. The clean sheet, I think, was very important for them too, because they have been conceding goals. Dundalk, on the other side, no win in 5 now. Has signed a couple of new players. The striker who got his first goal against UCD last weekend, that will give him confidence. I don't know about this game. I wouldn't be backing Fingal at 7-4 on. Dundalk at 9-2. I'm going to sit on the fence in this one and go for a draw. And I think Ian Foster will be happy with taking a point from Fingal, because next Friday night it's a big game, Dundalk against Bohemians. But a draw on this one at 12-5.
Okay, well, the next game is between Sligo Rovers and UCD. Now, this will be a tough one to call. Sligo Rovers are great at home, though, and they seem to be going from strength to strength, moving up the table. How do you think this one will fare out?
Yeah, you are right. Like, Sligo Rovers are the form team in the League of Ireland. 5 wins out of 6. It's propelled them up to 4th place in the table. Great job by Paul Cook. 7-4 on, UCD 9-2, and the draw here at 12-5. It was a good point for UCD away to Dundalk, but this is an entirely different proposition. Sligo are very solid at home. They've got the top scorer in the league in Amond with 13 goals, so they're flying. I'm going to go with Sligo. I think this is probably the bet of the weekend. 7-4 on, they should oblige at home.
Okay, well, that's Leon's tips. For all the odds, you can go to boylesports.com.